everyone, this is Sarah Moon, and we're here to talk about how to make sure that Canvas is elementary friendly. When we say elementary friendly, what we're really talking about is everybody, because the stuff that works for elementary kiddos are the same thing that works for middle school kiddos, for high school kiddos, just like the same stuff that works for kindergartners can also work well for fifth graders. It's all about accessibility and ease of use, okay? And so we're going to talk about a couple different features that we can do with that. All of these features were shown, or most of these features I should say, were shown before in the customizing the page part of the self-paced PD, but we're still going to show them in just a little bit more detail, okay? So I'm going to show you a couple of things that I've done with courses in the past and that others have done as well that's really been helpful. The first thing is to always utilize buttons, okay? Now, buttons is a very fancy word for a picture that I linked to somewhere, okay? So for example, this is my course for the intervention students that I serve for grades 3 through 5. And then this is their home page. When they get there, they click on their grade. When they click to that 5th grade, it takes them to the page that I want them to be on. Right now, they're working on a weather ELA integration unit. And so I just used a table to set up like a little calendar. Again, utilizing those links. I don't want kids to have to find things within the course. I want kids to click strategically, okay? So they know that if we're on September 7th, guess what they're clicking? They're clicking September 7th. And as soon as we get to September 7th, that takes them to the page that I need them to be on, okay? Emojis are another way that I make it more friendly for kiddos. You'll see that I also make it more friendly on my teacher-facing courses because emojis just help. You can get these emojis by right-clicking, and you can click on emoji within Canvas. Also, something that makes it more friendly, this is a ELA extension for our advanced course equity that I wrote for the district a little while back, is this Immersive Reader, okay? When kiddos click on this Immersive Reader, any text that you have written, it will read it to them, okay? And so when they click on Immersive Reader, and this is just something that I would always explicitly teach with my kids, and I'm not sure, honestly, now that I just clicked on it, I don't know if it was recording my computer sound as well or just me, but you can see that it reads it along with it. You can also click up here where it says reading preferences and remove my face, and you're actually able to translate it as well, okay? So I can scroll down, and I've been told by people that are bilingual, that have that amazing ability to be bilingual, that the translation is fairly good. Better than Google Translate at least, and they can do that, and then it will continue to translate for them. So that's another easy way that we can go ahead and make it kid friendly. Another way is, again, with the links. Let's say that you're like me and those buttons and everything, that just seemed like a lot. Well, right here you can see I didn't use buttons, but I just linked something within it, right? Here's lesson 1. I didn't do a fancy button. They're just going to click on lesson 1 to go ahead and get to lesson 1, right? Now it's all about those clicks. Oh, I want them to do something with the text link, so I'm going to have them click on it, and that will take them to the text link. Again, here's another example. Here's the one that I used last year for my kiddos. You can see everything is linked, right? This was linking to my other Canvas courses. My kiddos didn't have to navigate between the different Canvas courses. It was all here in our homeroom course. If they wanted to go to Marvel Math, I'm just going to open in a new tab just so that way we don't lose it. They would click on that math button and it would take them right here to where their math was. I had that one organized by modules. If they needed their schedule, if they needed their virtual media center, everything was right here. All they had to do was click. Because we really just want this to be easy, right? We, as adults, like resources that we can just click, right? Our phones are so useful because how do I get to Facebook? I click on Facebook, right? How do I get to my contacts? I click on my contacts, right? And that's why kiddos can so easily learn Canvas, because if we set it up in a way, like all the devices that we use all the time where I can just click to get there, they pick it up very quickly. And again, this is just an example of, again, with those buttons. This was one that I did with a book club that I led last year with The Knowledge Gap. If you've not read The Knowledge Gap by Natalie Wexler, I highly recommend it and would be happy to talk to you about it. But again, this one I was feeling more creative during October, and I made fancy buttons for each one. But again, like down here, here's our Zoom button, right? Here's our schedule button, here's our discussion button. Each single one that they click, they don't have to worry about finding it within Canvas. All they're doing is clicking, okay? So really when we're thinking about making making Canvas friendly for elementary, we really just want to think about ease of use, right? Our kiddos are very capable of using Canvas because they can figure out more stuff on our phones than we can, right? And so as long as we're making sure that it's easy for them to access it in terms of just being able to click and get to where they need to be, that will really help them be successful when they're using Canvas to ensure that they have instructional access. As always, let me know what questions you have and how I can support and assist.